All right, everyone, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here, of course, for RWBY Volume 5 trailer.
Oh, yeah.
It's here.
Now, is this going to feature Yang, or is this just going to be the Volume 5 trailer?
It's the official trailer. If this was a Yang short, it would, say Yang character short and everything like that.
Okay.
So, Jacob, we are, with the whole Ranger Junior group in Mistral Haven, basically right there.
Right.
Oh man, there's so many ways this story could go, but with them moving everything towards a converging sense of plot lines, everything being moved into a singular direction.
Yes, that will be a welcome change.
Yes, but there's so many things that they could do with this.
Absolutely.
They could have it be an all-out war between three factions, or even the four factions: Raven's group, all the good guys at Haven, Salem's group, and then the Faunus under Adam Taurus as well.
Yep.
But all these things happening, it's really exciting. We're gonna get a taste of it here in this trailer, so let's watch it and see how it goes.
I like these detailed scenes.
There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
The White Fang was promised the destruction of
Salem.
Haven, and
Cinder.
they'll have it once we have what we need.
Your plan isn't gonna work, Blake. Just leave Menagerie before it's too late.
Oh, good guy developing
You're
things
going
in
to have to
Menagerie
make me. And I'm looking for someone.
Mistral's controlled territory is the
there's the Yang
widest
character
reaching
short.
in the world, and that makes it infinitely harder to protect.
What was that?
We get
Ooh, Lionheart!
this.
If Adam gets his way and Haven falls, it's only going to make things worse for the
Oh, Sienna Con!
Humans. We have everything humans have and more.
Dad, we can figure this out.
My sister has the Spring Maiden, and I know where she is.
Oh, what? What is this?
Are we getting aerial battles?
Farmhands, but who would ask for this?
Oscar. Oh, shoot! What? The summoning? Who's this? Oscar.
Can I help you?
Oscar. I love it.
Okay.
They didn't spoil anything.
Nope.
That was so good.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
that's good. That's a
so
teaser.
They gave us just a little bit of info, but not too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Ranger with Crow.
With Crow.
So Crow
And Oscar.
Crowanger and Oscar.
Yeah.
So
then
someone can make up an acronym for that.
And then we're gonna have Raven's group.
Well, yes,
and
Raven's group is now confirmed to have the Spring Maiden, which
Right.
was obvious if you watched Volume 4.
Right.
But that means that, like the poster suggests, they're focusing on Raven's character into Volume 5's plot a lot more as she's being built up to being more of a main character, like how they're giving kind of Cinder this little kind of development as well. And she was also on the Volume 5 poster, them opposite each other.
Right.
So guys, my theory of them having some kind of epic standoff battle as they're both the I would say the
representatives
of the maidens. Yes, exactly.
Right.
You have
Whether
Cinder,
Raven
who's
is
an
the
actual maiden,
or
and yet she's not able to use her powers as well.
Right.
But
And then
Raven as well being a defender of one.
And then we're gonna have Adam with the White Fang.
Yes, and that there could be some cool political intrigue with Sienna Con, because we don't know that necessarily she's for Adam's whole idea of genocide.
Yeah. That whole little thing.
And for all those people that were saying that Sienna Con could be a guy, it's obvious. The name Sienna is a woman's name, so it's awesome.
Sure.
And also now we'll get to see a tiger faunus, because her name is absolutely a reference to Shere Khan.
Absolutely.
From Jungle Book, since Gira was a reference to Bagheera.
Yes.
Panther.
They were setting us up for that.
Well, with Oscar, I'm calling him Oscar from now on. But what are you excited for with his character being, I would say, the newest true kind of, kid main character? Like, he's he's going to be big, right?
Right. I'm almost getting kind of like an Aang vibe, where he's the young kid that has, you know, all this destiny placed on his shoulders,
and this added history because he's connected to
who's basically a reincarnated avatar.
So that's a very good point.
But he probably isn't ready for all this. Like, he most certainly isn't ready for all this. So that's going to be really cool to see the conflict there.
Yeah. One of the things that some people related to Oscar and the Avatar reference he brought up is that Oscar is going to Mistral, and he's going to meet up with the, you know, Team Rangers, stuff like that. There is some serious Ba Sing Se vibes that people have been getting from the city itself. City of Walls and Secrets. You know, the fact that Lionheart is doing dealings with Salem's group via Watts. Do you see some kind of Dai Li Group that kind of manages order and culture within the city?
I could see that.
Because this is one of those shows that would really benefit from having multiple groups with specific themes.
Yes, which it definitely has.
And I think Raven's group is going to be one of the most like hype ones of them all. But having a group where they maybe, you know, there's this whole thing with colors, they dress kind of the same. They all have similar weapons and fighting styles. I think almost confirmed, if they have the city go kind of City of Walls and Secrets, Ba Sing Se vibe, there'll be some kind of protectors of culture.
Oh, absolutely. Mistral. And that would be really cool, because that would mean we would, like, the number of factions we would all have, like, coming together at Haven.
Very large.
That would be amazing.
And the thing that we know is that this show is going to have 14 episodes instead of 12, which lends itself to having a more spectacular finish.
Yeah.
Exactly. And one of the ways you can do that is they look at the Battle of Beacon in season 3 and they go, okay, we're going to
add 2 episodes to that.
Well, yeah, but we're just going to do better than what we did previously.
Sure. And if they do that, then I will lose my mind, because Battle of Beacon was fantastic.
So good. Yeah.
So does this mean we're coming up on some character deaths?
I think that we don't need to have character deaths in RWBY in order for RWBY to be a good show. One of the things I'm a little bit worried about is because of the success of Volume 3 is that they'll try to recreate the next Volume 3 either in this volume or the next volume, and maybe go by the rules of 3. You know, every 3 volumes you do something crazy horrible. But I feel like the good guys need a win here. And this would be a great opportunity for them to show the power of all the main characters that we know of converging into one place. You have the secret weapon in Oscar and the knowledge that he has in particular.
Sure.
I could see some really helpful exposition dumps coming from him that are done in a way that are maybe even better than the campfire exposition episode in Volume 4.
That won't take too much.
Right. Also, I really do see the Spring Maiden being utilized beyond just being protected. But there's probably some kind of a twist in there where the Spring Maiden isn't really capable in that respect. That's why Raven is kind of the leader of the group and not the Spring Maiden.
Yeah.
Then so maybe the Spring Maiden was recently transferred and is a young girl. Needs to be protected.
And I find that really interesting, because with the way Raven's been set up so far, I wouldn't have been surprised if she had simply tried to take the Maiden's powers and said, like, oh, well, this is the best way I can keep them safe, because I'll be able to do way better than anyone else. But the fact that that doesn't seem to be the case is way more interesting.
Right, so Raven has some complex motivations that'll be kind of discussed in this volume and, you know, in full, I would say. But given that Raven is going to be more of a main character, Tai Yang might go after Yang if he senses that things aren't really going to be going so well, especially if his main reason for staying in Patch was to make sure that Yang, you know, recovered properly. We could see a reunion between Tai Yang and Raven. And that could be quite something. In fact, we could have almost all of Team Stark back together, which would trigger a flashback for Team Stark, and we would finally get to see Summer.
Yes.
Oh!
That would be so good.
So amazing.
That would be fantastic. Now, I am really excited though for this battle for Haven. I
feel like they almost have to have some battle for Haven.
Oh yeah,
but they don't necessarily have to finish it. That's where they could really screw with us, is drop a finale cliffhanger with it not ending.
But does this kind of feel like the Battle of Five Armies? Like,
not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
because they do have something that they're all looking for, the Spring Maiden, right? You know,
Well,
they're all fighting
relics,
to
Jacob.
protect.
There's
The
actually
relics
the relics.
too. Yeah, the relics too.
There's a lot of moving parts. That's why I feel like there's going to be a high chance of there being a battle for Haven, but there doesn't have to be this volume.
Okay, sure. They could put it off.
There's a bunch of spectacular finales that they could do that involve individual fights and big
absolutely
character-defining things happen.
Yeah, like Yang facing back against Adam. You know?
Salem leaving her actual roost and actually going out into the world. I could see actually a really cool conversation where, say, Cinder loses.
Okay.
Say Cinder loses, and
right.
Ozpin addresses her as kind of via proxy of, like, I know what Salem is, and he tries to, like, win her over to the good side.
I
like,
really
I know
am
you
excited
really.
for what
I
they
did
do
that
with Cinder.
specifically for you.
Yeah,
I know
I
you want a Cinder redemption.
Well, see,
story.
Yes, but I don't necessarily. I don't want it to be, you know, clean and dry or whatever.
Oh,
like
it's
that.
gonna be messy.
Like, I want it to be messy. I want it to be like season 2 Zuko. Like, I mean, like I want her to go off, split, and go off on her own with, you know, Mercury and Emerald, maybe Neo, you know. And they form their own little team going around doing stuff.
I am getting a serious Avatar: The Last Airbender vibe with almost everything in this volume in particular. I would not be surprised at all if we actually got someone being a Zuko character, or a more of what they're doing with Yang, kind of going through a little bit more of a Korra thing.
All right.
With having her thinking that she's actually through her trauma.
And she's not.
And she's not.
Yeah.
And it's actually the whole reconvergence of Adam with things going into Haven to where Yang
I can totally see that.
Has to fight from relapsing. And it's not something she can punch her way out of. It's a different kind of fight.
And it's something where maybe she'll need to, you know, depend on her friends and stuff.
Yep. All very good things that I'm really excited for. We should do a speculation video before Volume 5 actually ends up happening. But guys, we wanted to shout out to all y'all there. There's going to be a lot of recap streams on Twitch in the coming days for people that want to rewatch RWBY volumes 1 through 4. We're going to be doing our own stream on Friday, the day before Volume 5 airs, on this channel on YouTube. So come check us out that day. I think we're starting at like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
We'll have to start at least.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to come in at the beginning or anything like that. But jump in, say hi, tell us what you'd like to see in RWBY Volume 5, because we're hyped as hell, and it's only 5 days away, guys. It's so soon. All right, guys. We'll see you again next time. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.